The whole social justice warrior thing is getting really annoying now.
The whole
Oh
what?
yeah, it is. Also, sovereign citizens are also idiotic. Basically, sovereign citizens are people who think they can use the cops' laws against them to get away with shit. Because that works out, right?
There's also people that think that, oh boy, because, hold on, you know what's funny is my dad is a police officer, so I know what they have to do for training and, like, the rules that they have. Okay, so they think that if a dude is reaching for a gun, that they can easily detain them. No. Do you know that even with two people on them, he can easily reach his hand in his pocket, even if somebody has a grasp on his hand. He can just grab it and then move the gun angled upwards a bit, and bam, they're dead. Or one of them's dead.
Or
You
fatally
don't know,
injured.
It's unpredictable. Or fatally injured. You don't know because you don't take that chance. Heck, they're already committing a crime. Is it bad enough? Like, seriously. People are like, oh boy, he got shot, but, you know, they could have just easily detained him. Oh well.
Sometimes people are better off dead.
I suppose it's natural selection, really, isn't it? Instead of natural
Like, hold on,
selection,
you know what's
it's
funny
block
is there's
selection.
more white people shot by white officers than there are black people, but nobody talks about that.
Yeah, but it makes a good
it's
point.
funny because it's very illegal to block freeways, but they think that that they can just do that and not get away with it because it's a peaceful protest.
It's not peaceful if that. If
Cops,
your
they can't-
peaceful protest causes a car crash and kills somebody, that's not peaceful anymore, is it?
If it's
No,
disrupting other
They
people's
don't care.
lives.
Funny thing is you have the right for a peaceful protest. That is a American right. Don't abuse
But it's against the law.
Does not mean
to
go
block a
stand in
highway.
16 lanes of traffic and do it.
Yes. Everybody says, the wage gap. There is no wage gap.
There's
It's
been a wage
been
gap
gone
for
for a
years.
while. Because women, they make different lifestyle choices. They'll go into nursing, like, you know, other things that, and they don't take as much overtime. They take more they take more vacations. That's how it goes, and that's why they have a lower average of all of the jobs, not just one particular job. They get paid less. And then men, they're more likely to die because they take the more high-paying, dangerous jobs. They're more likely to work overtime. They take the higher-paying jobs because of the career choices. There's no wage gap. And even if you told this to a person, they would, like a feminist, they would not care. Let's move on to looks, okay? Because apparently women have this mindset that only they're criticized for their looks, how they act.
They're not.
Have you looked on the men's side of the spectrum?
Yeah,
Because
it's
believe it
like-
or not, even though we put less effort into our appearance, you know, we can't use makeup, okay? That's
Well, you
like
can,
straight
but you're
up
considered
fact.
a bit weird.
We
You
can.
but hold on. If men do not look handsome by birth, they're screwed.
Yeah,
In most
That's it.
cases,
That's it.
yes.
They're
I
screwed.
look like what I
They
look
can't
like.
do
You either like me
anything.
or you don't. Most people don't, which suits me fine because I don't like
Most people, I don't see how this is possible, but most people think I'm good looking. I completely reject this thought. I am very self-deprecative.
I still
Most
think I
people
sound
tell me that
northern.
I am mostly personality, and that's about it.
At this point, I'm
don't know
mostly
about
Jack
you.
Daniels, so I don't really know what I am.
I don't know what I am.
Jesus. If you're slightly chubby, yeah, sure, you look attractive, that's fine. But if you're a planet,
If you're the size of a
no!
chair, if the chair is smaller than you,
If the sofa is smaller than you,
if you have
if you
consumed the
swallow-
couch cushions,
If you eat
But hold on,
food
hold on.
in nice conditions to be killed, that's how we survive.
hold on, how do you think we've been living? It's like, you know,
Yeah.
hold on, before we used to stab woolly mammoths with spears.
Yeah,
That's how we got Tuesday's dinner.
and that's
Okay.
it was forever known as Mammoth Tuesday.
sound really stupid, but it's so true. There was a competition to get a free Wii, and basically, you had to drink a gallon of water and hold it for as long as possible. This chick died. So she
I heard
basically
about
died via drinking water.
Yeah, this was This was about winning a Wii, right? When Nintendo
Yeah.
first
Hold
released
your
the
Wii for Wii is basically what it was called.
Wow. Who
What
in the
a
marketing
ridiculous
department got
challenge.
executed for that?
I don't know, but if they did, I'm glad they did.
And then he handed out worksheets, okay? So nobody really, I gave him respect. I didn't speak bad about him, but he did. When he called out roll call, you know, every sub has a different. He wanted no like BS. He irritated, okay? Because our class was being stupid.
Yeah.
Then this one girl, literally on the wall, it says, "No phones in class." You know what she does? She takes out her phone and she's listening to music. Honestly, with the screen off, but she's got her earbuds in. Then he tells her to hand him her phone. She's like,
Yeah, which is normal.
"No, I'm not on my phone. I'm listening to the music." And she said it just like that.
She would have got a slap from me.
And then when he's like, "Give me your phone. You can't have it out in class." She put it in her pocket. It said, "Well, now it's not out in class." And he's like, "Well, you still have your earbud in." And she's like, "Well, it's not the phone, is it?" And he's like, "No, but what's it connected to? What's powering that earbud, okay?
Imagine.
What is giving the earbud the music that you're listening to?" And obviously, she didn't reply. So he got her phone, sent her to the office. She played the victim card. She was super sassy about it. Nobody in the class would give him her name. Nobody. I didn't know her name. I couldn't give him her name. I totally wanted to as well. I was like,
Yeah,
"Please,
same.
what is her name? I want to know."
I'm a prick.
I would have been the same too. I would have
But
snitched
literally,
so
like, she
fast.
stormed out of the class. She didn't say she didn't even go down there. She went to the bathroom. But he had called the office, telling them that she was being like she was a disturbance to the classroom. They came in, okay. She wasn't back yet, so she's just gone. She's somewhere. Then she comes back, and she's super attitudey about it. They had to look through her bag to find out what her name was, because nobody would give it to her, or give it to the sub. I keep calling the sub a her. Just ignore that.
Them. Them's another word.
Yeah, but so she gets super mad at the people looking through her bag. She's like, "You can't do that." Apparently, she's had something that she's not allowed to have in her bag as well. So that's great.
That's funny.
Yeah, and then all this because she just had her phone out. And then for the rest of the class, she had sat down. She didn't have her phone anymore. She was like super on it. She started mouthing off to the teacher as well, mouthing off to the sub. In class, when he asked for a paper as well. And it was like, why? Literally, he didn't have to be here. And of course, you would have liked that, huh? But he decided, hey, your teacher, while they're not here, while they're getting paid so little that they could just, they can barely feed themselves sometime. You know, I'm going to help them out since they're not here. And I'm going to teach your class. So, obviously, he deserves some respect, but nobody gave it to him. And even I, after class, I stayed by. I talked to him for a bit. I gave him a conversation.
Yeah.
Because nobody else nobody else cared. They're like,
Yeah.
"Well, it's another sub. Who cares?" He's a person.
Everything falls out of place. They have to sell the soup shop. The
Ow!
God, so
Ow! I hurt
bad.
my sides.
I have to admit, there was a little bit I had to avoid smoking because these two morons just came jogging into the office to sit down in front of me. This is
Having
easy
a
top concert in
seizure.
the background there.
I don't get this one.
I love it though.
That's a very passive-aggressive dancer that doesn't want to move his legs. There's a bee in my arse, please retrieve it.
The bird. That's the word.
That's the, could you come in on the approach angle, and you come around and land it. That's the AC/DC concert. That's the John Cena!
I'd rather skip the next one.
Yeah.
That's the Snake Eyes, please. Yes, I made a poker reference because it's better than the other one. What was that one you just did? That's the Pet Detective. There's a reference. There's a reference. There's the congratulations, you just got the promotion to janitor. That's the oh dear, did we just promote that guy to janitor? Shit. It's good!
It's really not.
Especially in that fucking get up, that's for sure.
I love how that one was perfectly in sync.
That's the I'm the scared mime in the box. We like to call that picking and flicking.